So here we have a 2024 Dodge Durango. This one comes in the RT Tow and Go trim level. Diamond black clear coat paint. Then we have black leather interior. And for the powertrain, we get that 5.7 liter Hemi V8 engine, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And then this one has a few upgrades on it, so I'll show you those after a while. But to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights, and a nice menacing and aggressive front fascia here, especially with these wheels here, which I'm going to show you here in a sec. Now to these wheels, these are going to be Vossen Forged 22s, just fantastic. They look so good on this. It just, again, makes it look that much more aggressive. Passive keyless entry on the front two doors, power windows, power door locks, and then we do have the rear window lock there, and then our power mirror controls. And we do get blind spot monitors in those side mirrors as well. Memory seat function, bottle holder, headlamp controls, hood release. We do get a foot pedal brake, or foot pedal parking brake, excuse me. And then a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. There's our power driver's seat with 4-way power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out this rear seat room. Make sure the seat's all the way back. So pretty decent space back here. These seats are a bit bulkier and I do have it a bit back. I could scoot it up if I wanted to, but that's just how I like to get my view for the test drives. There's a view of the front from back here. And then down here, we do have our rear AC vents, 2 USB-A charge ports, 2-stage heated outboard seats, and then a 115-volt 3-prong household plug-in right there. Now, I do like having this captain's chairs package because I do get the bottle holders down here, a little space to lay your phone or keys. And then we do have the 2 seats in the back here. So a pretty luxurious setup, I think. I like the dome lights too. Rear AC controls are right there. And then we can fold the hook down there if we want to hang some clothes up. And then netted seat back pockets are on both sides. But let's go ahead and make our way towards the back of the vehicle. Fuel filler there. And I love that rear end. Taillights look good, and this does have an aftermarket exhaust upgrade. As you can see, those pipes are huge. Let's go ahead and open up the lift gate here. And a big shout out Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Franklin for allowing me to review this Durango. I'll leave a link below in the description. So we can fold these down if we want to flat. So just to show you the difference, and then to pull it back up, you just pull here. There's a 12-volt there. Pretty good side pocket there. And there's a bottle holder on either side in the 3rd row. And then that's how we close the lift gate. Then to fold this flat, pull up there, and that's all she wrote. Pretty easy to do. And then you can just fold it back into place there, and then use this to recline it if you want to as well. So. And then our power front passenger seat with 4-way power lumbar right here. Netted side pocket, lockable glove compartment. The wheel locks are there, 12-volt. And actually, let me take a quick look at this window sticker. So this shows you all the features that come on this standard, and then the plus package and the tow and go package, along with the captain's chairs, gets you to $69,350. And then with these wheels and exhaust, $83,746. So can't wait to test the exhaust out when I take it on a test drive. Let's go ahead and check out the engine bay. And there's that 5.7 liter V8. mostly covered up there. Pretty much all the way covered up, actually. You can see you do get vents in the hood, which are nice to have. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. It's a nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's a horn sound. Over to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth audio, and then we have Apple CarPlay. Comfort controls are here, 3-stage heated cool front seats. We can control the HVAC system from the screen or the buttons and knobs down here below. So fan speed, everything's pretty self-explanatory here. And then the navigation system right here, pretty easy to find your destination, add your home or work. And then your vehicle settings are in here. So this is where the cool stuff is. You can go into the performance pages and then you can see all of your times, your gauges, even the dyno and the G-force. So pretty neat. And then here in the apps, you want to go to your settings. You can go down through here and fool with all of that. So here, go to my profile if you want to change your language or your units of measurement right there. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Wireless charging pad down here, USB-C, USB-A duos here, aux input, little storage here. I like how they put that there so it maximizes the space instead of making the whole charging pad take up all this room. For the shifter, hit this button on the side, reverse, neutral, drive. Come over here, you can manually shift from the shifter or using the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And it'll show you what gear you're in right there. 2 bottle holders, center console cubby space. There's a 12-volt down there. Decent size, actually. Garage door transmitter, sunroof controls, power lift gate, and then the lights right here. We can turn those on or off. And then you can one-touch that. And then one-touch close it back. View of the back seat from up here. You can also vent it as well if you want to do that. There's a vanity mirror. And then just a quick rundown of what's behind the steering wheel. Blinkers, high beams, and then you have your wipers here, your rear wiper here, and then fluid for the rear wiper, push in here for the front wiper fluid. And then we have the, again, paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. These 4 arrows we can use to adjust the gauge cluster, the middle part there, depending on what you want to see, tire pressure monitors, 0 to 60 timer, etc. And then over here, adaptive cruise controls, we can set the gap there, and then you also have your standard cruise, which you can adjust there. And then you use these for adaptive or standard cruise, the 4 buttons around. Voice recognition's here, Bluetooth controls. Pretty straightforward. Push button start, trailer brake controller. Finally, we have the key fob with remote start. And now for the fun part, let's go ahead and take this 2024 Durango RT out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Durango RT, I love this aftermarket exhaust. It's so menacing. Now the RT exhaust stock is pretty aggressive anyways, but this just takes it to a whole other level. And then on top of that, having these 22-inch Vossens, this thing has more of a presence than it already did coming down the road. And you certainly have that same sense of power with this 5.7 V8 and this 8-speed shiftable automatic. But you still have that pretty good ride quality here. Now, with these being aftermarket wheels, heavier, not necessarily made to have a fantastic ride, they're more made to have a fantastic look. It's not as smooth, but not really a big issue, at least in my opinion. But I mean, this thing, it is quick. And that's really why you get these anyway. They're meant to be, if you have to have a mom car, you want something that's still just bad, and that's what this is. And even if you don't need to have one, it's nice to have the usability of this SUV while still having the power and just the fun that comes with it. Now, this is a bit expensive for what it is, but you do get something that's not like anything else out on the road. From the exhaust to the wheels, everything's just, it's just a sweet ride. It's just an all-in-all sweet SUV. Gonna give myself a little space here, no one's behind me. All right, let's put our foot down. Yeah, very clean power, such an aggressive sound. It sounds so good. I'm gonna give it one more pull. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it sounds so good. This exhaust really does, and again, the RT exhaust was already pretty good, but this is just another level of aggressiveness. It's fantastic. Gonna take it out of manual mode now, put the adaptive cruise on. And honestly, for what you get here, 22 miles per gallon highway is not bad. It's not phenomenal, but I mean, you have a naturally aspirated V8. So it's actually pretty good. And the 8-speed helps get that maximized fuel economy. And even with these Vossens on here, I can feel the difference in ride just a tad because they are 22s. And again, these wheels are aftermarket, but I mean, the ride is still really good. And in terms of the wind noise, not really bad. I can hear it, but I can also hear it kind of being diminished by the acoustics of the vehicle as well, so that's pretty good. And I think Dodge just kind of has their foot on the other manufacturer's neck in terms of having a muscle SUV. There really aren't that many left. Everyone's going to twin turbo V6s, but it's just something about the rumble that you get with a V8 powered SUV. And you still have the Durango, which really hasn't gotten any crazy refreshes or redesigns over the year, but still, it's nice to look at. And I just think it's, if you gotta spend the money, or if you want to spend the money really, I don't think you'll be disappointed getting one of these. So especially with these aftermarket add-ons, you can get this and you'll still be very pleased with what you have, and you won't have to, you know, put any parts on here aftermarket yourself. But yeah, it's just, this thing is nice and it's fun. So this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Dodge Durango RT.